Hello, it's Pixie doing a video. Some sort of interesting things. So if I can see if I get it right. So you got the Nethereal or Nethereal. And Nethereal is basically it's like the neutron energy in the universe. It's like a dimension for that. So it's there's some sort of negative. It's going to kind of be mashed up. A lot of people say about the Aether. So the Aether or Aether, and so there's Nethereal, Aether, and Atomather. Sometimes we refer to atomites, autons. Yeah, so basically it's like a different dimension of atoms. So you've got the Aether, but there must be some other domains as well, like dimensions working in dimensions, and the intelligence that goes beyond that. It's like the way they, the solar system in itself is something else. It's a structure for another entity. So Sol is actually is an entity. The sun's an entity. So Ephron, and Adamites and Ephrins, or Ephrins, or Aether, or Eve, Adam and Eve, just different beings. So the Elfrin goes into the elf or the elvens, and so there was a bit of a genetic mix. And if you look back at the age of man, you'll have things like the Silver Age and the Golden Age and the Bronze Age and the War. So it's a lot of reptilian, and I think where we've been abused, basically a part of the peace treaty as well is to add some sort of genetic handover at some level. So they've added some DNA to us. Some of it's been brought in different forms, like viruses, some spiritual things. So it's interesting, yeah. It started to just think about the Aether and the Netherrealm and a certain entity like the Jinn and where they are, and other entities that exist in your mind that can't exist in the physical realm, but they might speak through you. You're like a doorway or window. If you leave that window open, then you can let that kind of breeze in, and that's pretty much how they can act by a kind of influence. And yes, you hear Aether get mentioned, and there's a lot of Egyptian type stuff to do with the Mathra, Martyr. So it's very complicated. See, I'm trying to link to another entity to get this knowledge, and it doesn't talk like Germans, it talks in different tongues, and talks a bit more like that. It's like Ferengi or something there. But there's different things. They don't always talk in any language, do they need to? Yes. So it's quite complicated. Anything else? Okay, well, let's go back into the other realms. So yeah, so the atom split into these three different dimensions, and the electric universe, the magneto, and there's this other bit where it's in between. It's probably the realm of God, and the consciousness, like a neutral realm. And if you're kind of charged in each state, in order to act, you can go in there mentally, but you can't physically go there because it's like the boundaries. These dimensions are barriers for where you can go, and you exist in this Atomea, which is this atom matter universe. So it has the substructure and energy It comes from these other realms, but it manifests itself as matter or mater or materia, depending on what kind of language and understanding you have. Anything else? OMAD, yeah. I'm being less strict on and fasting and stuff. I'm being less strict on calories. I let myself have chocolate and stuff. But what I try to do before I go to bed is I try to do some press ups. So I just try to blast the muscles a bit to move on. I mean, my weight's not going up. It's still going down slowly, but it's decreased a bit, which would be normal. I'm not pushing myself too hard. To be honest, I've got a difficult month ahead of myself, so I don't want to overdo it. Otherwise, what will happen is I have a sort of metabolic crash. And if you do start to crash, you just have a massive refeed. Rest, refeed, bang, you're back on target again. Your body bounces back. It's got loads of mechanisms in it anyway, safety mechanisms. It's not a cheap bit of engineering. It's all sorts. But the other thing with deeper knowledge is there's areas of your DNA haven't been activated. There's organs that haven't been activated. They don't get used much. So through fasting, you may activate other things that weren't used before. I mean, there was always the Anunnaki are always pissed off and how well we were designed. They didn't like that there was an investment from their own species into us, and it gave us some higher abilities, but also from the original creatures we were and this planet. So we gain a lot of our energy and strength from this planet. So vibration, frequency, energy, all these wonderful things. Anyway, this is Pixie signing off, and I will speak to you soon.